Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakwadash. Double lines to the elders of GMS rule well. Peace, salutation, like Akim in the four corners, percent truth, sincerity. Peace be unto you, and Shalom. This is going to be about brotherly love and basically, rehearsing all these righteous acts. We're supposed to love the brotherhood, and at times it's hard to do. Why? Because we got these stony ass hearts. It's one of the things I'm looking forward to in this kingdom, is having this heart of flesh. I can't stand this this heart of stone. This is Leviticus 19 and verse 16. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start with 15. Leviticus 19 and 15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. So you gotta diligently look and see when it comes to something, when matters that develop. You gotta do what's righteous. You know, matters that happen in the camp, you gotta be able to do, okay, I did right, I did good, I didn't pervert justice. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty. But in righteousness shalt thou make thou in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. So it has to be done, and you know, things come up in righteousness. You got to judge your neighbor. You're not supposed to be like, man, I ain't like that. I ain't like that nigga anyway. That's what Joab was getting into. Because a lot of judgments that Joab did actually were not necessarily wicked, but he judged his neighbor, fellow children of Israel. You know, oh shit, I done lost the Slakia. I done looking for something else. I done lost the finger in my page. But a lot of the stuff that he did wasn't necessarily, like the most god awful wicked thing in the earth. But however, what he did do is he did not judge in righteousness, meaning there's supposed to be some type of mercy. Abner, to give an example, should have been shown mercy. He stabbed him. But guess what? He killed my brother Asa. So hey, fuck it. So, that's wicked. This is a man who basically extended the olive branch in sincerity. Verse I'm gonna start with Leviticus 19 and 15 again. Matter of fact, wait, I was looking for a verse over here. I was looking for a verse, so I don't forget. I think it's in. Haven't been over here in a while. Salakia, bear with me. That's it. That's it. James. It's in James. Let me find it. It's in the first chapter. Uh, James, and wait a second. Is it in chapter 2? Yes, in chapter 2. Uh, where do I want to start at? Well, actually, I could. It is a little bit in chapter 1 now. I see it. Okay, but let me go into chapter 2. Okay, this is James chapter 2 and verse 2 and 3. Matter of fact, I got to start with 1. Slakia. Slakia for the delay. This is James chapter 2, verse 1. I didn't have this prepared in my lesson. James chapter 2, verse 1. My brethren, have not the faith of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Yahweh of glory, with respecter of persons. Verse 2. For if there come unto your assembly a man with a gold ring and goodly apparel, and there come in also a poor man in vile raiment, and ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing, and say unto him, sit thou here in a good place, and say to the poor, stand thou there, or sit here under my footstool. Are ye not then partial in yourselves, and are become judges of evil thoughts? Evil thoughts. The thought of foolishness is a sin. These are evil thoughts you got to be able to, rebuke. And that's not being a brother when you look at somebody, because you're going to have some prophets who men of the Most High that are poor. You're going to have that. You can't be like, hey man, you go over here, man. Yeah, you know what? Hey man, we not dealing with you like that. Or even if you don't say that out loud, but just having your heart where you want to cleave unto Israel and know that they're Israelites, and maybe they have some money, because you're gonna have some. Not every Israelite's gonna be dirt poor. You have an Israelite to come in the truth, and a gold ring is that's valuable. You got a little money, so you're not supposed to have that judgment in your heart. If you see somebody, with a gold ring, that's his gold ring. Stand thou there, or sit here under my footstool. Are ye not then partial in yourselves, and are become judges of evil thoughts? So having judgments of evil thoughts, just because this guy has a gold ring, you putting him up on this high pedestal. So what? That don't mean nothing. Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not God chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him? But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment of seats? Yeah, there's people who got more money than you that, will oppress you, and you doing the same thing. You being a straight up hypocrite. Those are evil thoughts. Verse 7. Do not they blaspheme that worship by the which ye are called? Blaspheme, lie. Going back over here in Revelations, saying the same thing. Verse 15 says, ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the persons of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty. But in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people, neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am Yahweh. So, talebearer, lying, you know, blaspheming, just like was said over in St. James chapter 2, uh, and verse, what was that? 7? Yeah, 7. Uh, verse 17, back over here in Leviticus 19 and 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. So you're not supposed to let coals of sin just pile up on him. You see brother going off. That's what love is. Love is correcting the brother when he's going off. So we supposed to have love, and that's what love is. 18. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am Yahweh. And so, avenge, meaning I'm gonna get him. I just can't wait, because that's what Joab was on. He was on like, I'm gonna kill him anyways. I just been waiting for a reason to kill you. You know, oh, he did this. Let me get him. You're not supposed to have that hatred in your heart towards the children of Israel. You're not supposed to be trying to get revenge. That's how you know when you holding a grudge. When you're trying to get revenge, you're trying to get even. Like, yeah, I got him. I got to get him. No, I mean you are supposed to do judgment. Don't don't confuse judgment with revenge. But you're supposed to do it righteously, as you just read earlier in Leviticus, starting at 19 to 15. Uh, so I think that's all I wanted to get out of James. Uh, Matter of fact, let me read a little bit more actually. Verse 8, second James 2 and 8. For ye fulfilled the royal law according to the scripture. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Ye do well. That's the royal law. But if ye have respect to persons, ye commit sin and are convinced of the law as transgressors. So you transgressing when you having respecter of persons. For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all. So you keep the whole law, but you offended one by showing respecter of persons. Then you might as well have did that. Here it is. You keeping the whole law. You doing it perfect. Not committing adultery. But guess what? Somebody come up and they commit adultery. And you just sweep it under the rug, and you got respect the person. Oh man, this guy got a gold ring. You know, and on top of that, you taking bribes. Oh man, this brother put a lot of money in the tithes and treasuries. I'm gonna just sweep that under the rug here. Well, guess what? You guilty of breaking the law, because you upholding that wickedness. Verse 10. For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all. For he that said, do not commit adultery, and also do not kill. Now, if thou commit no adultery, yet if thou kill, thou art become a transgressor of the law. So it gives you an example. So let's say, you know, you a person, you say don't commit adultery, don't kill, and you don't commit adultery. Yeah, all right, but you know, I ain't messing with nobody woman, but you out here killing, slaying people. Well, guess what? You were a transgressor. Verse 12. So speak ye and so do, as they that shall be judged by the law of liberty. So you gotta put your money where your mouth is. You gotta walk it how you talk it. Oh, now I ain't going back over here. And Ephesians. Oh, I felt that one. I gotta go back and read that in its entirety. It says Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 30 29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. So you don't want corrupt communication coming out your mouth because the that tongue can get you in trouble. You know that those thoughts in that mind, that's where it's bubbling up. But in that mouth, when it blurted out, it's what's said is said. So don't let corrupt communication come out of your mouth. Foolishness, stupidity. Verse 30, and grieve not the Holy Spirit of God, whereby ye are sealed unto the day of redemption. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. You know, you don't want to be that guy who always has something evil to say about somebody when you speaking of them. Every time you criticizing somebody, it's always have negative criticism. Yahweh Shai didn't do that. Yahweh Shai gave you know people positive criticism when they was doing right too. Blessed thou art Simon Barjona. When he was criticizing the churches, he told them what they was doing wrong. He told them what they was doing right. It's a balance to this thing. You just see bad, 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 and see criticism. You know why? Because that's all you thinking of. All you looking at it, brother, is the bad in them. You're not seeing the Yahweh Shai in them. You just looking at the evil in them. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice, and be ye kind one to another, tender hearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Hamashiach's sake have forgiven you. So when you forgive a trespass, you either give that person a lighter sentence or you skip over it. Sometimes stuff is just light, water under the bridge, and you gotta be able to let stuff go. Everything it'd be a lot of stuff that ain't even serious. You know, I wanted to go first. He let me go second. Some stuff ain't even that. It wasn't even done out of malice. So part of loving the brotherhood is actually loving the brotherhood as yourself. On that note, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kadash, Babylon's elders, GMS well. Peace, salutations, and shalom.